This is a mobility drill that I learned while doing my SFMA training. For those who don't know, the SFMA stands for the Selective Functional Movement Assessment. It is one of the skill sets you can develop while studying with the FMS Academy. For those who don't know that, FMS stands for the Functional Movement System. It's a collaboration of various movement professionals who are developing ways to more consistently and coherently study, evaluate, treat musculoskeletal and movement-related issues. The drill starts in the 90-90 position, then uses it as a foundation to begin loading the spiral line. The spiral line is a line of connective tissue and muscle, tendons, ligaments that runs from the arch of one foot up the leg onto the hip, then crosses over to the opposite side rib cage and then links to the opposite side shoulder. We have one spiral line per each side that then connects together at the base of the skull to make sort of a helix shape across the body. This helix of tension then supports our body during motion that requires rotation. Oftentimes I'll have athletes who are very well developed in their posterior chain or their anterior chain, but they move clunky, they move blocky, kind of like a robot, or like the way you would think a robot would move, as opposed to something a bit more graceful, something a bit more natural. The ability to smoothly link the momentum, the force from your hips into your arms, outside of merely hinging and deadlifting, requires good development of the spiral line. The spiral line can be mobilized using drills like the one I'm showing in this video. Alternatively, if you're trying to strengthen the spiral line, you can do asymmetric presses. Think of the one-arm overhead press, think of the Turkish get-up, think one-arm kettlebell cleans, things of that nature. One of my favorite things to do is actually the one-leg push-up, which forces you to become very stiff across that line and then make it do work. One of the important teaching points in this specific drill is the ability to keep the rear leg firmly pressed into the ground while doing all these maneuvers. It is possible to cheat the range of motion and lean forward more than you should by taking the foot off the ground. The ground acts as an accountability check so that you're not, just arbitrarily moving around. You want this to be a strong stimulus, right? The foot on the ground detail allows you to make certain that you're not cheating by mistake. The other thing is to be patient and take time in these positions. Typically, when I do this type of training, I take 3 to 5 long breaths in each position and really let the breath work mobilize the tissue. And then, make sure to do it on both sides.